go, go Crickets, go. The people of Fall Creek are a true community, and we are all in this together as we work, learn, and succeed. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go Crickets!
Well, it looks like we're ready to go. You know, some people would think that we spend all morning rehearsing what we're going to say. If there's a script that goes along with this.
Not true.
There's no script.
None.
People, there's no script. I'm busy doing magic in the morning. We can't be scripting stuff. I could make you levitate. We'll do this later.
Wait a second, which magic are you talking about?
Well, the real magic.
Right now.
This is the magic. This is what we're talking. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking.
Yeah.
There's no script, people. There's no script. But I will tell you this. We have been in school here trying to make sure that things move as smoothly as they possibly can in a situation that's not ideal. There's no kids. You don't get that rush of adrenaline that a guy...
Yeah, can I just tell you something?
It doesn't matter if I say no, you're going to say yes anyway. Go ahead.
I'm kind of lonely.
If you're asking for a hug, you're not going to get a hug.
No.
This is 6 feet.
Yeah, that's close enough.
That is close enough.
I'm telling you, I miss
kids.
kids.
I miss kids a lot. But we got to do the best with what we can, and I need a shot of adrenaline because these kids give me a shot of adrenaline daily.
Yeah.
They are the energy drink.
Yeah.
That's what they are. And they're not here.
They're gone.
So I need some help.
It's like a diet.
It's something like that. So do you have any place that we can... I have Miles. I still have Miles. Is there any place that we could go that would bring that shot of adrenaline?
Well, when you say that, what specifically are you talking about? Like, do you have something in mind?
I got nothing. I trust you to make this decision.
Why am I thinking Wally?
Oh no, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're saying that you're saying that we should go to an amusement park.
Wally World.
Wally World's closed, Brad.
No,
Wally World's closed.
I
watched the documentary about the family that drove across the country, and they got there, and it was closed. Wally World is closed.
I know people.
You don't know people.
I know people. We got the Miles?
We got the Miles.
Let's go to Wally World.
Wally World it is. And here we sit again. Nobody on the plane, and if you're trying to tell me that we're going to get to Wally World and everything's going to be fine, and we're going to be let into the amusement park, I just don't think it's going to happen. I still am just absolutely, I can't understand why there's all these seats on this plane, yet we continue to sit next to each other.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, I feel like a millionaire riding on a plane with nobody else on it.
That is also true. Everybody's got to work, man. Everybody's got to work. All right, so...
Snacks.
No snacks.
No snacks.
We're going to fix that. We got to fix that for next time. Definitely got to fix that. All right, it looks like, as I look out here, I see... Wally, I see... Let's get... Well, here we go. Let's make this happen. Here we go.
You ready?
I don't know about this. If you reach over and hold my hand, we're going to have a problem. I just need you to understand that.
You're not going to scream.
I'm going to scream. This is not a good situation. All right. Oh, I'm just not gonna like this.
Let's go this way.
Listen to this. LaPointe, I do not like how this is going.
This is perfect.
I don't think, the thing that I don't like is how long it's taking us to get up there. We have to make up some words to go up to the top of this.
Yeah, but look how beautiful it is.
It's pretty. It's very pretty. There's trees. It's not snowing outside like it is in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
We're about halfway to the top, and I'm still just making up things to say.
No.
Yes.
You've never been short.
I
mean, of words.
Oh my gosh, LaPointe, you're killing me right now. Then we're almost to the top.
The top is the best part.
I don't like this at all. I'm not a big fan of this at all. Oh man, are we still going up? What's going? We gotta go up to the. What kind of?
This is nothing.
Is this like the? Does this roller coaster go like all the way from Wisconsin to Wally World? It's taking forever.
We'll be
I don't
back
understand.
home by the time.
We could be. Look at this, like. Oh, okay. Here we come. It looks like we're coming to the top.
Technical difficult.
We're technically difficulting. This is a problem. We're gonna get. Oh my goodness! I look outside. Look outside. We're at the top. Are we at the top? We look like we're at the top.
We are not.
You're at the bottom.
We're at
You're at the finish line.
This is the worst ride of all time. I'm not strapped in.
It's a disaster.
I'm gonna.
Disaster. Turn and just finish us out. Disaster.
Oh my. And people think it's scripted.
Yeah.
Disaster.
All right, we got some great things for you today. I don't even know if we're on the screen anymore because we're sitting down. Are we even on the screen right now?
Yes.
All right, we're good. So, my goodness,
Yeah.
we have some cool things coming up. We got some all announcements with Strand. There's a weekly word challenge coming up. What else we got today?
Yeah. Don't forget about the Kahoot challenge that's still out there. If you didn't beat my score, you still got a chance.
All right, I'm looking forward to beating that. I'll take care of it.
We're gonna do some printmaking too.
Printmaking sounds great. I know that there's some mindfulness stuff happening. Is there anything after that?
Yeah.
What's that?
Spatula.
Like the kitchen utensil?
Well, you're gonna have to decide that for yourself, but it's off the wall.
Is it? Oh, I know what that is. I have visions of cul-de-sac of doom. You're gonna love this.
What is it?
It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Then we do have some cook time to finish. It sounds like.
The best way to finish is with cook time.
Absolutely. Spatula into cook time really don't have anything to do with each other, but you would think that they would. That's how crazy we are, people. That's how crazy we are.
Let's go down this thing backwards.
Well, we might as well. There's enough technical difficulties going on right now. We probably went through the thing 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. People, we are going to have a great day. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we'll be back at it next week. But until then,
Maybe we'll do the roller coaster again.
maybe we'll do the roller coaster again. Or maybe we won't. You don't know. It's not scripted. Have a great day, everybody.
See ya.
Go Crickets.
Would you please rise and face our nation's flag and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, I hope you've all been doing well. This morning I've got an announcement right away from Miss Sangren in 5th grade. Mr. LaPointe will be sending out a link for all school Kahoot. It is in challenge mode, so you can play anytime you want until April 17th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So check it out. This Kahoot will be a real hoot. It is. It really is. I've tried it. I've played it. I had fun with it. Thank you, Miss Sangren, for your work on that. Well, it's time to celebrate now. we've got some birthdays this week. This week's birthdays run from Monday, April 13th through Sunday, April 19th. Here we go. In 4K, Aiden has a birthday. In kindergarten, Butler has got a birthday. In first grade, it's Serenity's birthday week. In second grade, Peyton's got a birthday. And so does Lila. Jumping up the steps to third grade, Paige has got a birthday. And last but not least, in fourth grade, it is Carter's birthday week. Happy birthday to everyone this week. Well, you guys must not have liked my jokes very well, because I got a bunch of them sent my way, which was good. Keep them coming. So I can only read 3 of them, but they're all good ones. They're very, very good ones. And if you got more jokes, send them my way. The first one comes from Andrew in Mr. G's 5th grade class. Goes a little something like this. Did you hear about the squirrel who was late to work? The traffic was nuts. That's a good one, Andrew. Thank you for that. Second joke actually comes from another Andrew. This one in Mrs. Dimmitt's 3rd grade class. Goes a little something like this. How do you stop an astronaut's baby from crying? You rock it. Not like, like rocking it back and forth and singing a lullaby. I'm guessing like rocket ship. The third joke this week comes from Landon in Mrs. Dimmitt's 3rd grade class. Also, it goes a little something like this. What happens when dinosaurs trip? They get dino-sore, like S-O-R-E, like, ow, sore. True story, they might need a little ibuprofen or Tylenol or something like that. Hey, if you've got more jokes, make sure that you are sending them my way because I need them. I also need riddles. Let's go to the riddle of last week. A number of you got that one right. If you remember one something like this, what month of the year has 28 days? The correct answer I was looking for was all of them. All months of the year have 28 days. So this week's riddle comes from me. Again, if you have a riddle, something that makes you think, let me know about it. But here's this week's riddle. 3 men were in a boat. It capsized, but only 2 got their hair wet. Why was that? 3 men were in a boat, it capsized, but only 2 got their hair wet. Think about why that was, and as you think about that, don't make it just a good week, make it a great week. And we'll see you later, Fall Creek.
Hey Crickets, it's Mrs. Janke here. I am coming to you this week with a new word for our weekly word challenge. This week our word is Wisconsin. So I challenge you to see how many other words you can create using only the letters in the word Wisconsin. Best of luck!
Alright, so today I thought I'd show you some ways you can use some really simple materials to make some beautiful prints. So Oliver and I did this earlier this week and we made some really fun little egg prints that we'll use for some placemats this weekend. But of course you can make yours into anything that you can imagine. So right here I just cut up a piece from a takeout container, and this is just styrofoam, and you want to try to get the flattest pieces. Those will always print the best. And this piece of styrofoam here is from some meat that you would find on the bottom of it that would hold it. So you can use any type of styrofoam like this that you would probably already have at home. So the first thing I did to make our little egg prints is I took this, drew an egg shape, and now I'm just going to trace it. No need to be doing more work than I need to. And I'm going to cut it out. Alright, Alright, so once you have your styrofoam cut into the shape you want, of course you could do your circle, really any shape you can imagine. If I did circle ones, I would maybe do this on maybe like a newsprint type of paper, and then you could use that for your own homemade wrapping paper. The next thing I like to do is I like to use a ballpoint pen. So those are the type of pens that have that ball on it, and that's easy for it to move around. This is a lot easier for me to pull across the styrofoam to make my designs into the styrofoam. So I'm going to start by just drawing some horizontal lines across my egg. And then I'm going to start adding just some patterns on each of those horizontal lines. And notice when I'm doing this, I find it easier for me to pull down towards myself than push. It's a lot easier to pull than push on the styrofoam because you're not noticing as I'm doing it's making quite an indent into the styrofoam. And then maybe I'll do some spirals. So right here it's really hard for me to push. So I'm going to go up and then find it much easier to pull down. And the other cool thing about styrofoam is that you can find things to just simply press into it. So I just took the cap out this marker and I'm going to just press it into this section to make a circle pattern. And then maybe for my top pattern, I'm going to do just some basic straps. So again, you can create any type of design you want into yours. Oliver just kind of did lines into his and it turned out really beautiful. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to color it with markers. So I'm using Crayola markers and but the only thing that is required of it is it needs to be washable markers. I'm just going to carefully color over the top of the surface. When I'm doing this, I want to make sure I'm not pressing too hard, because if I press too hard, I'm actually going to make scratch marks into the surface of the styrofoam, and that's going to show up on my print. So if I want my print to be a nice clean print, I'm actually going to want to lay it on its side and not press too hard with markers. So I'm going to go ahead and color my entire egg. Alright, so I have my piece all ready to print here. You could try printing it right away and see what happens. So I'm just going to go ahead, press it down here, give it a little bit massage, and lift it up. So you notice it's really faded, but there's still a lot of that color on here. So what I like to do is I like to just spritz my paper with some water and just wipe it, and then I'm going to press this on and see what happens. And voila, you're going to get a nice beautiful print. So I'm going to go ahead and color this and print this lots of times to make an entire placemat of this egg. And of course you can do this with anything and print any type of design or type of shape that you would want to turn into any kind of artwork that you would want.
Hey everybody, this is Mrs. Morrison from Fall Creek High School, coming to you with another mindfulness moment. With all of the snow that we've been getting lately, I started to think about how it keeps falling and how pretty it can be. even if we don't really want it around anymore, there's still some beauty to be found in the falling snow. And so as I was watching that out my window this afternoon, I thought about a snow globe and how we can relate that to mindfulness. And I have a favorite snow globe of mine. It's not really winter themed, but I got it as a gift when I was a very young girl. I was probably like kindergarten age maybe, and I got it from a very dear relative of mine. And it has elephants in it, so that's the one I'm going to be using today. But we can think about snow globes like we do our emotions, because a lot of times we get all shaken up on the inside. We've got a lot of thoughts swirling around in our head, a lot of feelings. Maybe it's anger, maybe it's frustration or stress, maybe it's excitement. And we just have to figure out what to do with those feelings. And so a way to do that is to just let everything settle, to breathe, and to take a moment to just relax and unwind. So I am going to be using my snow globe, or my globe today, and I'm going to let you guys watch it too. If you don't have a snow globe of your own at home, so if you want to try doing this again, you can make your own. And there's a lot of tutorials out there where you fill like a glass jar with some glitter and some food coloring and water, and then seal it up, and you can shake it up and create your own globe that way. But for today, we're going to use the one I have available here, and I'm just going to walk you through some words to just help settle your mind, your bodies, and visualize your thoughts and feelings. So let's give it a try. All right, so I have my snow globe here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind up the music box on the bottom of it and shake it, and then I'm going to set it back on the table. So you can see my little elephants here. There's mama and a baby. So I'm just going to tip it upside down, give it a good wind. And I'm shaking it up. So you can kind of see the glitters in there all swirling around. So what I'd like you to do is just put your hand on your stomach. I'm gonna do that, and you should do that too. And as you watch the snow fall to the bottom of the globe, or the sparkles, and you might have to shake it again. Mine doesn't have as much glitter as some out there. But as you're watching the glitter fall and everything settle to the bottom, I want you to feel your breath move up and down in your stomach as you inhale and exhale. As all of the glitter or all of the snow is settling to the bottom of the globe, you can shake it again. And as the water and the glitter in your globe gradually clears, just notice your breathing. So you're feeling your heart, feeling your breath. As you're breathing, you can feel everything start to just kind of unwind. Forget about what else is going on right now and just focus on your globe. So as your breathing is slowing, your body's getting calm, it's getting relaxed. We'll give it one more time there. So with that, I hope you feel a little more calm, a little more relaxed, and that you can use this strategy to help settle yourself if you're ever feeling agitated. And like I said, if you don't have a globe, feel free to make your own. There's a ton of ideas and tutorials out there online. Go ahead and look one up, or just look at the falling snow. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can always just use the snow outside, depending on how long it's going to stick around here. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again for another mindfulness moment. Bye, guys.
Hey
kids, KG Rascal here, singer, guitarist, publicist, and booking agent for the hard rock band Spatula. I'm also a collector of porcelain teacups. You might recognize us from hit songs like Cul-de-sac of Doom and Metal Every Day All the Time. Anyway, looks like your math teacher's not here this morning, and when Mr. J is away, the band must play. Hit it!
I was providing fractions and everything was fine. Inverting, multiplying, and having a good time. But then I had a problem and it really was a bummer, because instead of fractions I had mixed and whole numbers. But it didn't keep me down, I got up and took action. I turned those numbers into improper fractions. And you can do the single one and give it a try. Change the numbers into fractions before you divide. Yeah!
Hey guys, good morning. I'm sorry I'm late. I overslept a little bit. Anyway, today we're going to do a lesson about how to divide fractions when we have mixed numbers and whole numbers. So let's get right into our first example here. Alright, so in our first example we're going to take 2 3/4 and we're going to divide it by 1 2/3. And at first that might look like a problem that we don't know how to do. But we do know how to change mixed numbers into improper fractions. And we also know how to divide regular fractions. So let's put those two ideas together. So what I'm going to do here is change my mixed numbers into improper fractions. And so 2 3/4 would become 11/4. 1 2/3 would become 5/3. So that's the new division problem I'm going to do. It's equivalent to the original division problem, right? Okay. So I rewrite that as a division problem, and then I change that problem into multiplication. I'm going to use the invert and multiply, or the reciprocal method. Now you certainly could use the common denominator method, or you could do this with the supergiant 1. Those are perfectly good ways to do this problem. In any case, when I take 11/4 times 3/5, I get 33/20. And that would be an okay final answer, but if I wanted to simplify it, make it into a mixed number so it's easier to understand, that would turn into 1 13/20. Okay? Let's take a look at another example. Alright, so this time we're going to take 3.5 divided by 5. And so in this problem, notice that one of the numbers is a mixed number, the other number is a whole number, right? So 3.5 could be rewritten as 7/2, and remember that 5 could just be rewritten as 5/1. So I write the problem as 7/2 divided by 5/1, and once again now I just have a regular fraction division problem. And I'm going to use the reciprocal method again, although you could once again use common denominators or supergiant 1, and I change this to 7/2 times 1/5. And that gives me a final answer of 7/10. And there's really no simplification to do at that point, right? It's a fraction that's less than 1. It's in simplest form. There's nothing we can divide both of those numbers by to make the numbers smaller. And that's really all I have for you today, guys. You know, it occurs to me that this was kind of a boring lesson. I almost wish I would have done something like, I don't know, come up with a little skit or maybe write a song or something like that about dividing fractions. And you know what? I think I owe that to you guys here. Give me just a second. Alright, now we'll see what we can come up with here. Well, you'd better watch out. You'd better not cry. You'd better not pout. If there's fractions to divide, the reciprocal turns fractions upside down. That's all I got. Anyway, have a good day, guys.
go, go crickets, go. Go crickets, go, go crickets, go.
The people of Fall Creek are a true community, and we are all in this together as we work, learn, and succeed.
Go crickets, go, go crickets, go. Go crickets, go, go crickets, go. Go crickets, go, go crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go crickets, go, go crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go crickets, go, go crickets, go. Go crickets, go, go crickets, go.
The people of Fall Creek are a true community, and we are all in this together as we work, learn, and succeed.
Go crickets, go, go crickets, go. Go crickets, go.